Howdy friends and neighbors, it's old Dale Collins coming to you again today on behalf of Presidential Gardens Backyard Nursery with just a little watering tip, because this time of year it's 100 degrees, 108 heat index yesterday out here at Presidential Gardens. Water is the lifeblood and lifeline of the nursery and of plants. And maybe you have that special plant out in your yard, or a few plants, and you don't have a drip system or irrigation system like we have. And we still have a few plants that we have to water by hand, probably 1,000 left, and we're working on that. Hope to have another 500-600 of them on irrigation by the end of the day. But I want to tell you why that this jug could be a better option for you watering than even a water hose just like this. And so that's what we want to talk about now. Everybody has that favorite plant. Right here is my beautiful hydrangea plant. You can't tell it's beautiful because it's all drooped and just about to die because of the 100-degree temperature and the fact that we've only had about 10 drops of rain in the last 30 days here at Presidential Gardens. It's just outside of the sprinkler system, just if 2-3 feet outside. And I happen to notice it here. And we can come along with the water hose and we can water it every day. And if you just have a few plants, you can do that, and I've done it all my life. But when you have thousands and thousands of plants like that we do, you just can't water them by hand. Also, if you want to take a vacation or a trip or go off for a few days, then who's going to water them? Who's going to run that water hose? So we need a smarter way to do things and a more consistent way. And so somebody asked a question today about milk jugs and if they would work. This morning at daylight, I was greeted with that question. So I want to address that for you today. It's an old trick, been around a long time. I certainly didn't come up with it. But you can take a regular milk jug, and sometimes, in some cases, it does a better job watering your plants than even this water hose. If I take this water hose here, and I stand here and I water my hydrangea, what's going to happen? The same thing's going to happen if it comes a flash flood and rains 2 or 3 or 4 inches in just an hour. The water, the overwhelming majority of it, is going to run off. And it's not going to get where we need it. Let's remember with our plants, where we need the water is not on the leaves, not on top of the ground, but we need it to saturate and to soak down into the ground 6 inches to a foot deep, because that's where the roots are. And that's where the plant takes in the moisture. So there are certain cases to where, unless you want to stand here for 30 minutes or an hour, or you want to come out here 5 times a day and spray it a little bit and go back and let that soak in, and over and over and over and over. But most of us in the real world just don't have time to do things like that. So a milk jug will work, 5-gallon bucket will work, other things will work, and you simply will take one and you're going to put some holes in it, and we'll use our hole puncher here. And there's 2 ways of doing it. So you can put holes in the top, or this one I already have ready, you can put holes in the bottom. And so if you use this way, you can fill this with water and simply come over and set it right close next to your jug. Now that's an awesome way of doing it if you don't have to carry that jug anywhere else. And you can come each day and just take the cap off and fill up your jug with water. So what's going to happen is the water's going to drip slowly out of the gallon jug and into the soil around the plant and make its way eventually down into the root system, and we'll get the moisture content up to where we need it. But the problem with this system, friends, is that if you have to take this jug back somewhere else and you have to carry it back to your house or hydrant or water hose, then you're going to have holes in the bottom, and when you get this handle, when you fill it up, you're going to be carrying water all the way across. So I don't recommend that unless you have them sitting all in a row and you can just put the jugs out and stick the water hose right in the hole of the gallon jug and fill them up that way. If it's going to be permanent, then that works great. But I recommend you take a hole or something and just pull you back a little hole next to the plant. And by the way, if it's a big plant, you can put 2 or 3 around it if you want to. And we already have a jug because of the time on the video I had to cheat, but I put the holes already done around the top of the jug, right here. just down a couple inches or so below the cap on the jug. It's already full of water, and so we're going to turn this thing, it's full, we're going to leave the cap on it, we're going to bring it out, and when we put it upside down, it's going to do that number. That may be too many holes, but you just have to experiment with that. We're going to put it down in our hole simply like that. We're going to let it drain out, and then you can do that however many times that you want to do it. But it will eventually drain out, and then when it's empty, the next day or whenever you want to do it, you come back, get your jug, and when you turn it up, even if there's water in it, it doesn't run out all over you. And you carry it to your house, your sink, your water hose or whatever, fill it back up, bring it back out, turn it upside down, start the process all over again, just like that. This is Dale Collins with Presidential Gardens Backyard Nursery. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for supporting us at the nursery. And thank you for supporting and subscribing to the Presidential Gardens YouTube channel. I hope that this short video and watering tip will be a blessing to you. Thanks for watching.